What you are about to watch is not a rehearsal, not a blooper, and certainly not a comedy sketch. This is an actual award presentation moment at the Tencent Video All-Star Night 2025, one of the most prestigious entertainment events in China. 8 of Tencent's top VIP stars stood on stage, ready to receive their honors. But instead of stepping forward, something unexpected happened. No one moved, everyone politely stepped back. In a matter of seconds, a formal ceremony turned into one of the most talked about moments of the night. Unscripted, awkward, and surprisingly heartwarming. To understand why this moment resonated so strongly, it is important to first understand what the VIP star title represents. At the Tencent Video All-Star Night, VIP stars are not selected solely for popularity. They are chosen as strategic representatives of the platform, faces that reflect its influence in drama, variety shows, and global digital entertainment. In 2025, the lineup included Tan Jianxi, Liu Yuning, Gong Jun, Ding Yuxi, Li Yunrui, Meng Zi, Song Zuer, and Chen Duling, 8 of the most visible and influential names of the year. This segment traditionally follows a strict protocol, with positioning on stage symbolizing seniority and presence. That is precisely why what happened next caught everyone by surprise. As the award announcement came to an end, attention shifted naturally to the VIP stars standing under the spotlight. In a typical ceremony, 1 or 2 artists would step forward, allowing the moment to progress smoothly and according to protocol. This time, however, the expected movement never happened. A brief pause settled over the stage. Then, almost simultaneously, each artist subtly stepped back, instinctively yielding space to the others. Small gestures followed, hesitant smiles, quick glances exchanged, quiet signals of deference. No one attempted to take the center position. The hesitation was noticeable but restrained, unfolding in silence as the cameras continued to roll. What should have been a seamless transition became an unplanned display of collective courtesy. Rather than confusion, the moment revealed mutual respect. In a setting defined by structure and hierarchy, this shared reluctance disrupted tradition, and in doing so, created the foundation for one of the night's most memorable scenes. As the pause continued, it became evident that the ceremony needed a quiet resolution. Without signaling for attention or altering his expression, Liu Yuning took a measured step forward. The movement was subtle, yet it immediately shifted the dynamic on stage. There was no sense of performance in the gesture. Instead, it appeared instinctive, a practical response to an unfolding situation. As soon as he advanced, the tension eased. The remaining artists followed naturally, and the formation quickly settled into place. What made the moment resonate was not authority, but awareness. In an industry where visibility and positioning often carry symbolic weight, Liu Yuning did not move to claim the spotlight. He moved to restore flow. This brief action reframed the scene. Leadership in that instant was not expressed through prominence or command, but through restraint, timing, and an understanding of collective responsibility. With the formation finally established, attention shifted to the subtle reactions captured by the cameras. Freed from the initial tension, each artist revealed a glimpse of personality through small, unguarded expressions. Tan Jianxi offered a brief, self-aware smile as he adjusted his stance, visibly aware of the sudden shift in focus. Gong Jun remained composed, observing the situation with quiet amusement rather than surprise. Ding Yuxi stood slightly behind the group, his relaxed posture suggesting comfort rather than hesitation. Among the actresses, Meng Zi and Song Zuer exchanged quick glances that conveyed shared awareness of the moment's awkward charm, while Chen Duling maintained a calm, reserved smile throughout. Li Yunrui, noticeably taller than those around him, stood still, creating an unintended visual contrast that drew additional attention. These understated reactions softened the atmosphere. What began as a pause in protocol gradually transformed into a shared moment of humor, revealing the human side of a highly polished stage. The rapid spread of this moment across social media was driven by one defining factor: authenticity. Unlike award segments that are carefully choreographed and rehearsed, this interaction unfolded naturally, without cues or coordination. Viewers immediately recognized it as genuine. The contrast heightened its impact. A ceremony known for structure and hierarchy briefly gave way to hesitation and mutual consideration. That disruption of expectation made the scene memorable. Equally important was the emotional tone. There was no embarrassment, no tension, only restraint and quiet understanding. For international audiences, the moment resonated beyond cultural boundaries. It reflected values that translate universally: humility, respect, and collective awareness. Rather than competing for attention, the artist chose to yield space. As short clips circulated, reactions remained overwhelmingly positive. What might have been dismissed as awkward instead became relatable, reinforcing a simple truth: unscripted human moments often leave the deepest impression. As the clip began circulating across Weibo, TikTok, and X, online discussion grew rapidly, and notably, it remained overwhelmingly positive. Rather than criticizing the hesitation, viewers focused on the sincerity behind it. Many described the scene as unexpectedly charming, comparing it to a group of colleagues instinctively giving space to one another. International audiences echoed similar reactions. Fans praised the artist's restraint and mutual respect, noting how rare such moments are during large-scale award ceremonies. Short edits, reaction videos, and humorous captions soon followed, extending the moment far beyond its original broadcast. What stood out most was the tone of engagement. There was no controversy, no ranking of winners, and no manufactured drama. Instead, the conversation centered on warmth, shared laughter, and recognition of a genuine human exchange. In a digital environment often driven by conflict and spectacle, this collective response was striking. A few seconds of hesitation became a reminder that authenticity, not perfection, is what audiences connect with most. As the night continued and the program moved on, this brief pause remained with viewers. It was not marked by grandeur or spectacle, but by restraint and shared awareness. In a ceremony defined by precision and performance, the unscripted moment quietly stood apart. What resonated was not the award itself, but the interaction surrounding it. The hesitation, the mutual deference, and the silent understanding revealed something rarely captured on such a polished stage. For many audiences, this became the most memorable scene of the Tencent Video All-Star Night 2025. Not because it was dramatic, but because it felt sincere. In an industry often driven by image and choreography, this moment offered a reminder. The most lasting impressions are sometimes created not by planning, but by authenticity, when people respond to one another with respect, awareness, and genuine presence.